Hey guys, let's see, bringing you another video. Now, welcome to game one, potentially. Well, it is game one of T1 versus G2. This is a best of 5 series in MSI. They have played against each other already, and I believe T1 won 3-1. So hopefully G2, I think the T1 won that. We recorded some of that as well. My plan today is to record all the series. So yeah, hopefully, was it 3-2? It was 3-2. So yeah, we're gonna, if it goes, if it's a 3-0 stomp, we'll record that. If it goes all the way to 5 games, we'll do that. This might be partially uploaded, some of it may be on HuzzyGames, and then maybe some of it will go on Huzzy Extra. I'm not sure. So let's get rid of my camera very quick, because again, I cover the first 3 bans. So T1 has banned Rek'Sai, Zac, and Trist. Caps has been playing obviously a lot of Trist in this tournament, and then G2 have banned Lucian, Ashe, and Senna. Mazel, 55 months promises T1 games. Let's go. Yeah, a lot of people just like watching T1. Hello, Miss Myers. So Orianna, obviously, the thing with Faker that, I said it yesterday in a solo queue session, I think. Was it a pro? I don't remember when I said it. But the thing with Faker that you have to realize, some people are like, he's blind picking mid. It honestly doesn't really matter what he plays, because the game will be played the same way. And if you're like, what does that mean? So whenever there's a Vayne top or there's a Teemo top, historically everyone kind of goes that they have a magnetism towards them. More people want to kill a Vayne top. More people want to kill a Teemo. Faker's the exact same way. When you're playing against Faker, no matter I thought he was going to pick a Nivea then. No matter how he's playing, he could be playing good, he could be playing terrible. You want to kill Faker. Like, that's just the way of it. You're going to slightly change your game plan, even though it might not be the smartest thing. Because you want to kill Faker. So it kind of doesn't matter what he picks. So Draven Poppy. Again, Poppy, very good pick at the moment. You can put her in 3 different places. Support, jungle, and top. So kind of nice. And then, yeah, Orianna. And then Kalista Renata. And then LeBlanc. Cool. LeBlanc versus Orianna. So that is a favored LeBlanc matchup early. Also favored arguably mid to late if you side lane a LeBlanc, and then you kind of force an Orianna not to be in a team fight situation. Won't it be lesser of a target in pro play? Nope. This whole tournament, Faker has been completely targeted by everybody. Casante's banned. Thank God. The champion is literally pickle banned and is so boring. I actually, this morning in bed, was watching YouTube Shorts on my TV, and again, I hate Cassante. I think most people do. The champion is just too stupidly strong. And Azap, a short of his came on my TV, and he's a very respected, he's got a level head, he's got very good game knowledge. He did a whole short about Cassante being stupid, and now he's being buffed, and how Riot is like not like they're like a bit delusional buffing him. And then yesterday I got a guy coming in there going crazy trying to defend Cassante. It's like the problem with Cassante, 1, he is too strong, but 2, he's too consistent. Consistency is insane. I also have to be back very quickly. Maya needs to be let out, so I'll continue. Oh, sorry. Gonna hear her just moaning downstairs, and Queen Pleb is in a meeting, so I just opened the back door and propped it open so she now can go in and out whenever she wants. What's happened? Okay, so Zin got banned, very good ban. Nidalee got banned. Really? Okay. Hey, Amika. Oh, Jesus. I'm so stiff from the gym on Wednesday, by the way. My gym session went incredible, but my body is dead. Kha'Zix, whoa. See, I wouldn't draft the Kha'Zix against a Renata comp, but okay. Oh, Sedge is going to be dangerous. Vi as well, not bad. So the thing with Vi that would be good against G2, Vi's really good against LeBlanc, because basically if you manage to press R on the correct LeBlanc, even if she W's and all this stuff, Even if she splits, you'll still hit the right LeBlanc. But they're going Sedge because she's just such a big beast in the middle or in the front. And then basically, okay, so how they've done the draft. They were thinking of Vi, and Vi does that, oh, I'll lock down the LeBlanc. So they get Sejuani instead for frontline, and what does the same job? Camille. So Camille does the exact same job that Vi would do if you manage to get your ultimate on Camille, like your Camille ult on a LeBlanc or something with mobility, they can't escape. Basically doing the same thing that Vi was doing. So that's where T1 has kind of done their draft slightly differently. They could have gone Vi, and then they would have had to go something really tanky in top lane. They've done it the other way around. I think the way that T1 has done it is better. I would personally say of draft, I prefer T1's comp as their ease of winning the game. I think Kha'Zix is going to have a really hard time popping off this game. Renata, again, Kha'Zix goes usually for quite a predictable all-in, especially in pro play. And then, you know, Renata's just going to be like, lol, no, revive. Orianna, obviously, his Faker is going to get focused, but that's the thing. If Faker just gets one ultimate off, it's useful. Sejuani, Kha'Zix can't really kill. So, yeah. Eos Bone. I would say, of draft percentage of what I prefer, I would say I prefer T1's comp like 65%. So it's not by a lot, but it's a Draven. Obviously, G2 is drafted. He needs to do well early. One thing I'll be interested to see is it's obviously Kalista versus Draven, two historic like early game lane phase champions. We'll see which one goes Hail of Blades, which one goes Lethal Tempo. They might both go Lethal Tempo if they're thinking about scaling, but we'll see. How do I think I would go if I'd fill in for one of these pro teams? Terrible. I mean, it depends what I'd be put on. Put me on a carry, I would do awful. I'd just simply get outplayed like mad. If you put me on a tank or a support, I might be okay, but still, these players are on another level. I peaked just into Master EU West in Split 1. These players basically could do that with their eyes closed, you know? These players are the cream of the crop challenger all the time without really trying. That's the thing. So, like, these players don't try hard in solo queue and they're still challenger. That's the difference. Because everyone, I've had the questions throughout the years of like, oh, Huz, I'm 16, I have aspirations to being pro one day. Like, how do you do it? Step 1, challenger. There's no point thinking about it before that point. Literally zero. Like, I've had people try to counter that and go, oh, but, you know, I can do this and do... No, challenger. If you can't get challenger, there is no point thinking about becoming a pro. These pros get challenger without trying. That's the point.
30 seconds until
Okay, let's see. So Lethal Tempo Kalista, hilariously, I can't see what Draven's got because they put his passive in that slot. Is there a way we can tell what Draven's got? I mean, we'll be able to see in lane phase if Hail of Blades procs, but I would imagine they're both going Lethal Tempo. That's my guess. Hail of Blades Poppy, by the way. So, I don't know if people saw. Mickey obviously did a Poppy pick. I've been playing Poppy support for a while. It's good. Poppy's support play rate after Mickey played it last week, it doubled in play rate. Literally doubled. Again, solo queue is different than pro play, but hilariously, I do think Poppy support is pretty good in solo queue. Again, it's the more modern aspect of support, as we've said quite a lot. Because again, it's always like, what do you define as a cheese pick? Is Poppy support a cheese pick? Not really with modern support. That's the thing. All right, so T1 goes for, hilariously, a 4-man invade to secure the red. So they're doing a lane swap because basically, if you put a Draven against Kalista, they both have lethal tempo, which is more scaling. Who's better late game? Kalista. Like, she just is. So what do you do to avoid a Draven popping off? Don't lane against one. It's that simple. He can't pop off if you don't lane against him. God, the thing with these type of pro-like stuff, by the way, look, both top laners are sitting either side of mid lane right now. That is so boring. I really don't like lane swap meta. The thing is, I don't think anyone likes lane swap meta. For those that are wondering why they do it, Okay, so I don't exactly know what the prize pool is for MSI, but let's just say it's several $100,000 to the winning team. When that's on the line, you do anything to win. You know, that's the thing. You do anything to win. So I can't really blame them, to be honest. And just to put it out there, hey Tenshoga, and you know, yeah, we all kind of make jokes of top lane is kind of irrelevant. Legit, it kind of sometimes is. 2 top laners have 0 farm right now. Like, it's just the way of it. Oh, it's only 50k for first. Well, the thing is, just I was about to say the point. The players won't win the money anymore. So back in the day, historically, players did win the money, and that was a huge incentive. Yeah, players don't really win the money anymore for Worlds or MSI or tournaments because they're salaried. So any prize money goes to the organization rather than the players nowadays. And then the organization will pay them obviously a salary that's very high. Now, don't get me wrong; they may have bonuses, and hey, if you win a tournament, we'll give you a 10 grand bonus, or we'll give you a 50 grand bonus, whatever it may be. But yeah, they won't really win. They won't really win much of the prize money or any of the prize money. It's in their contracts to keep prize money. I doubt it. The way of modern league, it wouldn't make sense if they did, because basically, if they'll have bonuses, but they won't be winning the prize money itself. I doubt that. If you can find those sources, let me know, and I'd be interesting to see them. But the teams, to me, would definitely be having it because the players are salaried. Again, remember, the salaries are really high nowadays, so it's not like the players need the prize money. Well, again, every org is going to be different. It is worth saying. If a lower seeded team from one of the outer regions won, they would probably keep the prize money. If G2 or T1 won this, do the players get it? Doubt it. Harpoon George, 6 months for Prime. Appreciate it, man. So Camille versus Jax is quite a classic top lane matchup, which is cool. At least it's no Cassante Twisted Fate. Yay. So at least we'll see hopefully some fun dueling. So just to make it very clear, G2's plan, I would say, you need Broken Blade to be strong on Jax, and you actually want to try and keep Camille on side lane. Basically, Camille is there to lock down something for free, and then the rest of them can kind of kill it. So, like, if you Camille ult the Draven, he's got cleanse, but like, if you Camille ult the Blanc or the Draven without cleanse, you then can do follow-up, Sejuani ult, Orianna ult, and they're basically dead. But if Jax is really strong as an individual and keeps Camille side laning, they can't use that. So that's what G2 would want to do, is basically play a 4v4 and a 1v1. Obviously, the risk of that is if you are keeping Jackson side lane all the whole time, if Camille goes to some crazy TP play, gets a good ultimate off, and Jax isn't there to react to it, that can be a snowball situation, and T1 could just win the game, So you can kind of see how both comps want to play this. I will say I really don't like the Kazakhs in this draft. We'll see if I'm right. I don't see how Kazakhs will do anything this game. My prediction, well, he's either going to pop off, get really fed, and then he will, or he'll do nothing. There's no in between. There isn't an average game for this Kazakhs, and if it's an average game for this Kazakhs, G2 lose. That's the thing. I think this pick is such an odd pick that it is going to be the reason that they win or lose the game. So, yeah. Nice grub pickup from Yike, though. I don't obviously know the thing. Like, what I want to do is when we eventually go around and do the finals and, like, all the kind of crazy matches right at the end, I might do a bit of research on the players that I know, right, these are in the final, and then we can kind of, like, have some notes, because, like, it'd be interesting to see, just have notes of, like, what their known champions are and stuff like that. Because I can Google it. I'm Googling Yike right now, but then not all players have actually very fleshed out wiki pages as well. So, yeah. Because, yeah, Yikes doesn't really... It doesn't have his, like... Normally in these kind of wikis, they actually have, like, oh, they are known for this champion, this champion, this champion. Yeah, Yikes doesn't. See, Broken Blades does, Riven, historically, but then other champions as well. But, yeah. Should the Kazakhs go bruiser build to be more useful? No. You've got to go into what a champion is strong at. Kazakhs as a bruiser, it's not exactly it's not really fulfilling his job well. Ah, thank you. What is this? Oh, right, that's in the tournament. Okay. Ugh. So mid lane's going to be relatively even, by the way. Faker. So one thing that I've always seen with Faker in tournaments, so he prioritizes a lot tier 2 boots. A lot. He probably buys tier 2 boots quicker than any other mid laner in this tournament, because boots are very useful. So he's rushed Merc Treads. One, it gives him movement speed, helps him get to lane quicker. And two, it really limits what a LeBlanc can do. And the thing is, the boot choice later may not be amazing, but it helps him get through now, and that's all he cares about. So, yeah. Oh, really? Nice. I'll have a look at that, dude. Oh, thank you very much. So, all in happening. So this is what I was saying, like, that's the combo. It's a Camille and a Sejuani. You lock down one thing and they can't get away. So that's why they drafted those two champions together. So they get first blood on Jax, which again is... Ooh, Ignite on the Poppy is a bit weird. Yike does get the blue. He needs to just get out. Does he not have jump? He flashes. Okay. Bit sloppy. So again, one thing you'll always see in pro play, and it's very evident if a team is not wanting to get snowballed against, what do you do? So if you see something happen one side of the map and they are putting multiple people, multiple resources there, a good team that doesn't like instantly lose the game, they always try to do something the other side of the map. So, okay, Jax dies. So what do? We invade, we go get the blue buff. It's something. So Jax was probably going to win that trade or 1v1, but Sejuani was there. You could definitely tell Jax was not expecting that. I personally don't really know why they've swapped these two away or back to bot lane. But yeah, Broken Blade definitely has strength on the Camille. Camille, obviously, by the way, is running Grasp and Flash. This Camille is not wanting... She's not a carry. Like, as weird as that sounds. She still will do damage, but she's not playing, like, aggressive Camille. I'll kill you. I'm amazing at dueling. This Camille is basically an ult bot. She is literally only going to go, I'm going to go for a crazy ult later, lock something down, and hope for the best. That's what this Camille is doing. That's all the pick is for. And that's why I said earlier, Jax has to do well in the 1v1, and he has to try and keep this Camille side lane. So this is actually really weirding me out. I don't know why T1 is so forcefully, nice W, I don't know why they're so forcefully trying to keep the Camille away from Jax, because now you've given a kill over, well, to a Kha'Zix who needs it. It would have been nice to get the Draven payout, obviously. But yeah, it's T1, by the way, who keeps doing these swaps. I guess they're just really scared of a Draven, but I don't know. That kind of weirds me out that they're really forcefully doing it. So Dragon goes down. 2 dragons already for T1, by the way. What map is it? It's a Chem... Oh, nice, dude. That was a good... Yeah, Hans Zimmer is known for his Draven. To be fair, a lot of the AD carries in this tournament kind of seem known for Draven. Oh, Jax. Okay, Poppy's here. They're going to go for the all-in. Cleanse instantly. Oh, really good Poppy ultimate. Damn, that was nice. But yeah, like Jackie Love is known for Draven. Hansam is known for Draven. There's another Draven player, I think. Like, the thing with, like, why are so many known for Draven, by the way? If someone in solo queue pops off on Draven, it's noticeable, right? It's noticeable or in high rating. So if in Korea or EU West or wherever, these players do incredible on Draven consistently, it's noticeable. And they go, oh, that's a pretty good Draven. Now, it's weird to me. Like, I don't think Draven's a great pro pick at all. Because, again, what do? You just don't fight a Draven. Like, look at T1 is literally playing a cat and mouse game to avoid a Draven. That's what you do. You just avoid. Now, again, with lethal tempo, with a crit item build, like, he doesn't scale terribly bad. He just doesn't scale in comparison to other AD carries, you know? He still can kill things in late game, by the way. When we say, like, oh, you know, certain things don't scale, doesn't mean they're useless. You know, a Lucian can still kill things at the right time and stuff in late game. So, yeah. But this, I will say, what G2 needs to play around right now, so how I would be playing if I was G2, which... Oh my god, he nearly soloed Faker. So that was Sedge coming over, Orianna ultimate. So that's a Draven getting a tower. So I was about to say, what G2 needs to do, and they had Kha'Zix there, they have to get this Draven's payout. So everything the Kha'Zix and everything they should be playing towards right now is getting Draven this payout. Because if he gets killed without getting it, it's not game over, but like he could snowball with the gold. So here we go, Camille. There you go. And that's the combo. So literally, as I said earlier, that's why they've drafted those two champions. You literally have just drafted Camille to ult something to keep it still. Caps played that not great, but yeah, that's what this draft is for. So they were hovering Vi, and that's what I said. Vi and Camille do the same job. So you get Sedge for a tanky big front line, and then you get Camille to do the lockdown that you can't get away from. Oh, here we go. No. Oh, no, he missed his ult. Okay, with a thumbs up. And you can tell they're so hungry to get this Draven his payout, man. G2 should be forcing a group situation. This Draven has got incredible strength right now, by the way. So again, if I'm not mistaken, his ultimate... Does his ultimate go up in damage the higher his, like, payout is, right? So considering he's got 330 stacks, his ultimate will be doing a lot of damage right now, if I'm not mistaken. It's an execute as well, but, like, I think that's how it works. So, Rift Herald, it gets the execute. How much would Draven get? Including the kill, he'd probably get over 1,000 gold right now for this kill. So it's 400 stacks, the ult would execute at 400 XP. Ah, got ya. Nice. Go, go, go. You have to go. You have to go. Renata gone is huge. Bye. Mickey, dude. Oh, G2 got it. Come on, Draven. Pay out, pay out. Boom. He got 925. He got 300 gold plus 925 payout. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was so close. Hello, Miss Maya. That was really close, but that's fine. G2 got the Rift Herald, by the way. Draven got 1,100 gold. So Draven's just going to probably complete an item. And now if Caps can finish off the Renata, by the way, I think it more or less makes this team fight, you know, situation... Boom, nice. It makes it relatively even in terms of deaths, I think. And G2 man... Oh, the TP. G2 then also get... Yeah, okay. That's a Camille TP. So you can literally see where T1 has drafted a Camille to deal with a LeBlanc, by the way. And that's why I said earlier, it's so important that Jax has to do well, because Jax has to keep Camille's side lane. It's basically impossible, by the way, to keep a Camille side lane in pro play all the time. In solo queue, you kind of can, because the communication just isn't there, so Camille will feel pressured to stay there. But in pro play, the Camille will just go for that instant TP flank, and you can just win a game very quickly doing that, you know? Oh, but yeah, that was a really good fight. Oh, that's like legit over 1,100 gold to Draven. Yeah, Mickey went a little bit too early. Draven nearly did this well. He flashed in the bush to not give vision, by the way. But yeah, Camille, she's got grass, so she's tanky resolve tree. But then she had, well, she either had Triforce complete or at least a Sheen with her Q. It's so much damage. Thanks, Call Me King. I'm enjoying doing MSI. I know it's not like a thing that I'm known for, but this is like my first time ever doing it, obviously. Because, you know, you have to be an approved streamer, and Riot approved me. There's only like 5 people maximum-ish from each region. And if you again, I still find it funny, man. If you look at the list of people that are like approved streamers, I am the odd one out. Hail mighty. So that's going to be third dragon. Oh, that was a bad smite. Third dragon for T1. G2 have to go for dragon soon. Like, well, the next one. And that's the problem. When you're 3 dragons down, the chance of you getting Dragon Soul is so minute, because they just need 1 extra dragon in the next 4, and they get Dragon Soul. Like, you know, T1. So, you know, oh, they didn't get, you know, G2 get the next one. Okay. G2 get the one after that. Okay. But then T1 get the next one, they get Dragon Soul. So it's so hard to like, stop that from happening. Oh, so good that G2 got that Rift Herald, though. That's a good denial. So what I would say T1's comp is very good at, it's a very good like momentum snowball comp. If you give them a bit of momentum, they might just pop off. G2's is also kind of like that as well, to be fair, because you've got a Draven and LeBlanc, which are two very high, fast-paced momentum champions that just like to run forward. Builds, yeah, no one obviously is doing anything, you know, obscure. Look at the Draven items, by the way. Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge, BF Sword with tier 2 boots. This Draven is so rich. They have to use this Draven strength. You have to use it. Draven is 2.3k gold ahead. Obviously, and this is the thing, top lane, Camille is 2.1k ahead and might even get more ahead now than the Jax. But that is because they kept setting up the Jax kills with a Sedge. Where I have, you know, I did predict earlier, I just don't see how this Kha'Zix is going to do anything. He's basically done nothing this game, you know? Because again, how the hell are you going to get a Kha'Zix flank on a Kalista in pro play? I just don't see that happening. I'd love to be wrong, but I just think Kha'Zix is not a pick you should be playing right now in pro. Like, who would I have drafted, by the way, if I was G2? Arguably, so Xin, would they ban Xin? Xin would have actually been really good, because it would have delayed a fight for a LeBlanc and Draven a lot, with still also doing damage output. Jarvan wouldn't have been awful, but also Vi, I think, would have been okay. Yeah, like, Bindy Boom literally says the same too that I just said. Like, those two champs do damage, but what is, I think, sometimes really important when you've got something like a Blanc and Draven, it's delaying fights. It's giving time for the carries to do something. And Kha'Zix doesn't do that. Look, Kha'Zix just died. Like, Kha'Zix doesn't give you any delay, and in pro play, he probably won't do much damage at all. So here's a big fight, and this is G2 losing it. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think, and I predicted it would potentially happen, I think the Kha'Zix pick has lost them this game. I just, that's an awful pick. For a Kha'Zix to be useful, he needs to pop off. How is a Kha'Zix going to pop off in a pro situation? It's just not going to happen. Assassins like Kha'Zix, by the way, they either they get played in pro play when the champion itself is just OP. They're not really OP right now. And they, you know, the Assassins do so well when there's lack of communication. We're on the stage where communication is going to be at its best ever, you know? You're against T1. They've got good communication. So, this is what I mean. Both of these comps are kind of built to just run forward and snowball, but the difference, you've got a Sejuani that can just stand in front of everybody versus a Kha'Zix that will just get killed and not really kill anything himself. So, yeah. And obviously the Kalista goes without saying, yeah, it's a 2,000 gold difference right now. That's just because the Draven is so rich. The Kalista is still ahead of most things in this game. So, you know. That gold diff, by the way, is a lot of just the Draven. But G2 have pulled back the gold for them. So. Lee, yes and no. Bruiser Lee Sin would have been better than a Kha'Zix for sure. For a disengage. I just feel like, again, G2 needed a jungler that brung CC and delay, and Kha'Zix does neither of those things. He has no CC, and he can't delay a fight. Hilariously, I think the best pick that G2 could have had was a champ I think they banned themselves. Xin. I think Xin would have been the best champion for their comp. No, Zac was banned. Again, Zac could have been good too, because he's amazing at delaying, obviously. Alright, so this is the dragon, by the way. So G2 needs this. Maokai? Nah, Marco's too slow. Kindred? Nah. Again, I get what you mean, because, like, oh, her ultimate delays. Yeah. I don't think another AD carry is what you need. Hey! Wow. Kill! You have to go! You have to go! You have to go! You have to go! No! Go! Go! You have to take this fight. Keep going. Oh, Camille. And now look, the Camille... the Camille can just kill a Draven by herself. Oh, why didn't G2 go instantly? They had a chance. They just were so slow at going in. And that's the thing. A Draven can get killed by a Camille. But this Jax is not killing a Calista. Hey, John, but that's also the Renata angle. That Renata's so good at delaying, you know? So I think what people really need to, like, see is look how good champions, like the best champions in this tournament so far have all been about, like, delaying. Because basically, when you're in a coordinated fight, and you kind of, like, exactly have a plan on this is what we can do, and I do this, and everything kind of goes in plan, what interrupts that is something that can delay the plan, and it really messes with people who are like, okay, we're going to do this and this and this. Baron still has to be. Good W. Too early. Yeah, too early. They just stopped doing damage to it. And yeah, Kazakhs can't do anything. It's a terrible pick. I said that straight away. I want G2 to win because, again, my ex-teammate Duffman, turns out, by the way, he's no longer the analyst. He's assistant coach. So he was an analyst. He was an analyst for many years, and he's now become like a coach for the last couple of years. But I'm also a Faker fanboy. Like, I'm an old school League player. But like, if Faker does well, I'm happy. It's cool to see an old League player do well as well. So, as someone said, does the Jax pick seem weird? No, if they played it correctly. You have to keep Jax on side lane to try and keep the Camille with him. But she's just not doing that at all. Like, hilariously, you put Caps against Faker in top lane. That shouldn't have been what you were doing. You need to put Jax there instead. And then if you put Jax there, it would force Camille to be there, not Faker. So I think G2 have just played this a little bit wrong. But again, it happens. It's game one. No, it's Camille top lane. Camille, again, Camille, in even one of her peak strengths of when she was played support, she was still an absolute monster in top lane. Some champions are just built different. Now, here's the problem, right? So Jax could do well against Camille historically. The Camille is so overfed right now. She's 4,500 gold ahead. You can just walk over the Jax now. So 3,500 gold Baron power play. Thanks, Red Bull. Red Bull, by the way, still owe me a fridge. I'm never going to get over that. It's part of why I hate the F1 team as well. I wrote articles for Red Bull, and I said, oh, yeah, they paid me. And I was like, oh, instead of being paid, like, more, could I just get a Red Bull, like, one of those, like, mini cube fridges? And like, oh, yeah. Never got one. Unbelievable. So, just to say, you know, like, do I think G2 have any way of winning this game? Like, any plan? No. Zero. Literally zero chance to win this game. Their comp, well, their comp, but also how they played it. I'd say mainly their comp. The Kazakhs pick just seems so weird. Like, it doesn't go at all. It doesn't give you anything. You're not going to get single picks as a Kazakhs in pro play. Mickey's dead. Mickey doesn't, I think, realize how squishy he is. See, if I was embracing the squishy Poppy and, like, Hail of Blades, I wouldn't go Deadman first. I'd go Sundered Sky. I'd just do that. Just go pure damage. Look at that, Renata. Oh! Renata ultimate into the Orianna ultimate. Hello, Poppy. That's how you draft a comp. It works well together. G2's comp doesn't work together at all. Kha'Zix is an individual champion. Jax is an individual champion. Draven needs something that in front of him to protect and, like, disengage. You have a Poppy. That's not enough. You need something else in the jungle, ideally, to do that. Like, Vi would have been better. Xin would have been the best pick, in my opinion, because you just had to Xin ult in front of a Draven. It pushes people away, gives Draven time. G2, I think, were the ones that banned it. So that is game one. Again, I'm not entirely sure if I'm just doing one video or I'm going to, like, do, like, you know, one video with all 5 games potentially, or individual. So I'll sign off the video, but it might go into another game or it might be the end of the video. So that will be game one. Again, thanks very much, Fraz, for 30 months, as I wasn't sure how you make ice cream. So they started sending me to Sunday school. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's going to be it. If it is this just one game. There's Duffman, the guy in the grey suit. That's my boy. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace. Hey guys, let's say bringing you a potential another video, or if I'm just doing it in one big video, then hello again. So we're on game 2 of G2 T1. So last game, G2 kind of got destroyed. Terrible draft. Again, the Kazakhs pick to me made no sense. My camera gone. Exact same bans as game 1 from both teams. So Senna, Ash, Renata, Tristana, Zach, Rek'Sai. Same bans. Draven being drafted again. Poppy potentially being taken away from Mickey, which it is. Okay. Again, they got Draven again. Yeah, but T1 aren't scared of Draven, though. That's the point. They're just going to lane swap and not lane against one. Renata wasn't banned last game? Oh, yes. Good point. Okay, so they did change a ban. I don't know who was banned last game that... Oh, yeah. Okay, good point. So there's the Varus. So historically, this tournament obviously has been a lot of Varus and Kalista, and then now Draven is starting to emerge. Again, lethality is still way too strong. So, yeah. But again, hilarity against a Draven, there's two thought processes if you pick Varus. So you could go lethality, but then you're risking early game with a Varus when you know you could outscale a Draven if you go on hit. But the thing with lethality Varus that is nice against a Draven is you can outrange him and just stay away. So, like, what do? Do you go on hit, lethal tempo, and outscale? But then your early game is really weak and that risks a Draven snowballing? Or do you go lethality, stronger early game, and then you could also outrange a Draven? Interesting point. So I like the Viego pick. That's a lot better than Kha'Zix, I'll give you that. And then Nautilus, again, a lot better in terms of being a peel champion, but also, you know, what T1's comp was so good at doing last game. They had a Sejuani and a Camille. You press your ultimate on one target, they are stuck. Nautilus does that. You press your R on whatever, and it's going to hit them. They can't avoid it. So that's a good pick. So far, G2's comp is better than last game. Faker, though. So again, we all speak about what is very good in terms of delay. Azir, one of the best, if not the best mid laner at delaying fights. You could be having a bad fight, and if an Azir gets an okay ultimate off, it just resets the fight. Complete just goes, nope. So that Vayne is a Vayne top ban, by the way. So they don't want that. So G2 might be thinking of Cassante. Talia's been banned, because again, blocks mobility. That's quite good against a Poppy and an Azir. Orianna is getting banned as the answer to Azir. Both, you know, they're both kind of big control mages that are good, like okay against each other. That's quite a good ban by T1, because I'd actually imagine Caps might have wanted to play against that, and he can't fall back on his Trist because it's banned. I actually don't like. Is he going to play LeBlanc? Because he can't really play Syndra. Okay, there's the Cassante that... Oh, no, this is terrible for G2. So I think G2 wanted Cassante. They banned Twisted Fate. That has been the... Like, Vayne or Twisted Fate has been the answers to Cassante because they can lane against him and side lane against him. So T1 just pick it. I think G2 wanted Cassante. Oof. What would I pick against him? Yeah, Camille. Probably they'll pick the Camille. And then do the exact same thing that T1 did last game. It's, again, then you've got... Oh, I like the Aurelion. That gives you late game. And then Camille. Because then the Camille plus the Nautilus gives you basically... Ugh. I don't like that at all. Oh, I don't like that. No. Ooh, what's the Urgot supposed to do? Oh, it's Poppy Jungle. Ooh, cool. See, this is the good thing with Poppy. She can go 3 different lanes. It's why, like, she's like a prio pick early. She literally can go 3 different places. See, here's the thing. The Urgot pick, once again, doesn't fit into the comp. And hilariously, you might be thinking, oh, he's picking it to, like, lane phase. But this game... A lot of it isn't actually determined in pure lane phase. Because, like, yeah, Urgot's going to get outranged by an Azir and a Varus anyway. So, like, who's his prio to kill? I don't like it. And then, you know, T1, so they've got, you could say, limited damage. They've got a Varus and Azir. But that's the point. They have a Varus and Azir, 2 amazing damage champions. And they have a Cassante, Poppy, and Alistair in front of them. Good luck getting to the hyper carries of T1, you know? Jesus. I would say, once again, T1 has outdrafted G2. The Urgot pick, man. So I would have probably played Camille. Like that's probably what I would have played. And done basically what T1 did last game. The only way that you beat this T1 comp is killing the 2 carries. If you kill the Azir and you kill, you know, the Varus, they don't actually have any damage. Fair, you can win. You have to get to them. How are you going to get to them through a Poppy, an Alistair and stuff like that? Something like Camille that can just yeet in with mobility and ult one of them. So I think G2 I think is going to struggle getting on an Azir or a Varus. And by the way, it's lethal tempo Varus, so scaling. That's all he cares about. He wants to scale. Faker has actually got Hail of Blades that gives him a bit of a stronger early game to try and potentially bully an Aurelion Soul. Oh, these drafts. So again, Bindi Boom actually linked to me, by the way, all this stuff. So, Broken Blade, in his season so far, has played 0 Urgot games. Last game, by the way, obviously Yike played Kha'Zix. He had a total of 0 Kha'Zix games in the LEC season. Viego, he's played 4. But yeah, Broken Blade, 0 games of Urgot. Caps has played 3 games of Aurelion. Ansama played 4 games of Draven, but probably got banned out a lot. And Mickey played 8 games of Nautilus, his most played champion. And then the opponents, yeah, Halo Blades and Zeus for early game. So Zeus, Cassante, 14 games, his second most played after Aatrox. Ona, Poppy, 8 games of Poppy Jungle, 4th most. That's aggressive. Got his flash early. Gimme Bella, you know, AD carry man. 13 games of Varus, tied second most played. Senna is the most. Kalista and Varus are tied at 13 games. And then Kira, Alistair. But he played a stupid amount of champions. What the hell? 2 games of Alistair. So Urgot, by the way, just to make it very clear for everybody, has to bully Cassante early. Like, has to. Cassante will outscale him later. Whoa! So again, he's got the early ghost. The thing is, I don't think he'll kill him, though. Oh, he level 2. So if you like, why did Broken Blade go back? He went back to make sure he was in XP range. So that was good by Broken Blade. He has to bully this Cassante. So again, no lane trades. Oh, nice. Really good Alistair W. Took W level 1, by the way. Just be like, nope. Potentially just didn't level a spell until he needed it. Ah. Uh-oh. Yike's in trouble, by the way. Flash out. Okay, didn't need a flash. Well done for G2 to actually, like, go there. So he's using E to bait that I might be going for your... Oh my god, no way. Okay, so the play there, Viego used his mist on the right on purpose to basically give the impression, oh, I'm staying in your jungle, I'm going to go for your toad thing. But he didn't. Oh. Don't stand still, Caps. Faker? Again, I will say, like, I don't think Faker's played the best in this tournament. He has actually made mistakes. He is human, after all. Damn. The thing with that Viego death, by the way, it's bad, but he still has his own blue to kill. So, like, he's not completely out. He'll actually finish the jungle clear ahead on farm, so the gold will actually be relatively even. I don't know why Faker did that, man. Yeah, greedy. Like, he was accepting a trade, by the way. And if you're wondering why, well, both of these champions scale like mad, but Hail of Blades, in my head, means Faker's wanting to get killed. So Duffman is the one on the right there, the grey suit. But yeah, pause incoming. Oh, I swear to God. Oh yeah, that's what happened, didn't it? Yeah, I remember now. In the best of 5 before, G2 were winning the early game, and T1 paused it, which ruined their momentum. I remember now. They need to rewrite Cassante's a problem. Yeah, he's an awful champion. Again, as I said earlier, I watched a short of AZAP, who's a very respected, level-headed person. People like really respect like his opinion and everything, and I do. He did a short about how much, you know, stupid Cassante is, and the biggest strength of Cassante, and this is the problem, he is arguably the most consistent champion in League of Legends. That's the problem. Like, he's a tank, but also does damage. He also can carry, but he also is consistent. There's just not a weakness. Nice kill on Faker, still doesn't have flash. Good to go for the play. You know, the second pause of T1 winning, I've heard all of it myself. Do a second pause when you're winning to basically make it seem like, oh, you know, we didn't do it to just, you know, stop the momentum going, or it's happened again when, you know, it's just to make it not look suspicious. Because people may disagree and all that. G2 in this, the last time they played against T1, they looked impressive in the early game, and momentum is such a big thing. I say that in my solo queue games, and when you have a pause and you literally stop playing and you're feeling hyped and you've got the momentum and then you stop playing for 5 minutes, it ruins it. Like, it literally ruins your momentum. One thing I really hope that they actually do moving forward, because like people, again, I was a bit mad that pause happened and everything. I want them to be a bit more open about those kind of pauses and be like, okay, what was the bug? What did they report? Ooh. Faker. He's got flash in like a couple of seconds. Poppy's in the area. Aurelion Soul ultimate hits. They can't get to him. Oh, the Earth Gods! Ah! Let's go. G2 is actually making early plays. This is what they have to do. And again, it's the Faker effect. You just camp Faker. Wow. To be fair, Draven should do well in the... Oh my god, look at, by the way, the Varus. Early plated steel caps. Like, just legit tank boots straight away. Because again, Varus knows I can't fight a Draven early, so I'll just go tank boots. No, yeah, Cassante is ridiculous. Hopefully he gets a rework, but again, modern champions, it's where like people do say there is a difference between modern and old. Modern champions simply just do more. Like Cassante basically has 3 different champions within one. You know, he's a tank, he's a damage dealer, and like CC, all this stuff. Like he literally has got 3 different champs within one. A tank back in the day was just a tank. A damage dealer back in the day was just a damage dealer. He's both combined. It ain't healthy. And again, like what I've said, is Azir is balanced around having a negative win rate. Like, we've seen Azir have nerfs when he's at a 42% overall win rate, for God's sake. Ooh, Cassante should be treated the same. Like, Cassante is that level of champion. He should be balanced around having a 42 to 44% win rate. The champion is not balanced if he has roughly a 50% win rate. He's broken by that point. Really good Aurelion ult, by the way. Really nice patience. And then this... Oh, look at all! Boom, bam. Really good hit. Really good hit. So this is better from G2. They're actually taking the right fights. They're making the plays. Last game, T1 were controlling it. T1 were like ganking, and T1 were making the choices. G2 is doing it this game. And you know, when it comes to scaling, arguably T1 might outscale G2's comp. You know, Azir, Cassante, Varus. That's a very scary late game. But there is Aurelion Sol. Aurelion Sol is an absolute monster in late game, so you never know. You never know. It's also Phase Rush Poppy. Freak won't listen to someone like me. Honestly, in the nicest way possible, Freak is a guy, and it's... How am I going to say this in the nicest way? Freak has partially a content creator's mentality, and if you're like, what does that mean? So when you're a content creator, it's hard to sometimes kind of relay this point. You have so many people saying you're wrong, or this is the right thing, or blah, 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 blah. You have to have confidence in yourself, otherwise you'll basically be eaten alive by a Twitch chat or the YouTube comment section. You have to have confidence in yourself. And that's where people like have, you know, content creators, league ones especially, we have a reputation of, oh, you're never wrong. You have to have that partially. It's like a shield in front of you, because if you just admit you're wrong all the time, as I said, you'll start doubting yourself. You'll start, you know, it's a kind of a downward spiral, if you will. Freak's got that on steroids, because he doesn't just have a few hundred or a few thousand people doing it. He has hundreds of thousands of people doing it. So in his head, he basically needs in his mind to be in his head correct. But the thing that he, I think, does in a bad way is he's a very data person. He's always been a very, oh, nice flash. He's always been a very data heavy person. And the problem is some of the data that he always quotes and everything, it's the wrong data sets to look at. He really loves overall win rate. And that's the problem. When the game was balanced better, I would say a few years ago, they didn't really use overall win rate as, you know, as the thing of balance, because as I said, it's not a great indicator. Something like Azir, if you try to go, right, every champion in the game needs a 50% win rate, Azir is absolutely broken. This would be absolutely terrible. That's really bad. So that's Draven payout gone, by the way. And this is what T1 is very good at doing. So G2 probably should be scouting bushes like that when they're that far over exerted, because again, a teleport flank is really good. But that looked weird. That must have been a replay bug. Huh? What is going on? Can he execute? No. Why didn't he hit my tower? Oh, that looked bizarre. Yeah. Again, Cassante lost 2.5% win rate after his buffs. Yeah, that makes sense. Because again, it gets why win rate doesn't indicate anything. Why would Cassante lose win rate when getting buffed? Oh, don't give Varus a free kill. Don't give Varus a free kill. Oh, just execute, dude. That's so greedy. Yeah, so why would something, when they get buffed, lose win rate? The Cassante, like Azir, is a very high, you know, mechanical champion. Not everybody can just jump on and play. So why would he lose win rate when he's getting buffed? Because when something gets buffed, it makes people go, oh, I'll play that now. And the average player that's going to jump on Cassante isn't going to do good. That's the thing. It also went down for players who already played him. Did it? You have to remember as well, and this is where, again, it's wild to me. So individual champion win rate also gets affected by other things that isn't involving the champion. If you're like, what does that mean? So when other things get buffed in the game, it can impact a champion in other ways. So AD carries just had a massive item update, and some of those items might be really good against something like Cassante. So because AD carries have gotten stronger, their win rate might have gone up, and that means Cassante's comes down. The game impacts each other the whole way around, and people don't think that way at all. And again, it's literally the first couple of days of the patch. So again, looking at a win rate, again, as I said, win rate is, to me, one of the worst indicators to balance the game anyway. But especially after looking after game, you know, after 1 to 2 days, it's especially useless to look at. But yeah, like, to me, where Riot's balance was really good is when they weren't just data robots and they actually cared about the game feel. If they cared about the game feel, Cassante, well, arguably Cassante wouldn't really exist, but it would be very different to what it is now. All right, so Riley completed from Mr. Caps. You can see, obviously, Faker once again prioritizing tier 2 boots. It's just his playstyle. Both AD carries first item complete. 600 gold lead for Varus. Obviously, that losing the payout was really bad. Plate, though, got for Draven, which is good. Ooh. Again, I wouldn't have gone for that Q anyway. You don't have vision. Hey, Bushy. I think Broken Blade, if he wants to fight a Cassante, he needs Black Cleaver. Ooh. No, this play's not on. Bushy, tier 2 for 17 months. Says, how you been? How have I been? How's been a minute? I'm not doing too bad. Looking forward to the weekend. Miss Maya is actually being picked up later today to give me and Queen Pleb part of a weekend, just us two. We're going to go pick her up Sunday evening. So it gives us tonight, it gives us the whole of tomorrow, and then we're going to watch the F1 race, and then we'll go get her on Sunday. All right, fight breaking out. Bit of a sloppy fight. Azir prioritizing a Nautilus. Not the best prioritization, has to be said. And now G2 can move forward. So yeah, that wasn't the best Azir. Unfortunately, Caps has got no mana. So this is really bad for G2 to extend this fight because Caps can do nothing. Cassante brings over the Aurelion and shuts down over to Poppy. Yeah, I think G2 needed to be a bit more prepared for that. The fact that Caps started the fight basically that was bad. He does have TP, but yeah. So, but that does lead G2 still okay, and that still gives them priority on the Rift Herald. That is going to give T1 Dragon, so they're trading Dragon for Rift Herald. It's okay. Oh, really? You decided to upgrade your sub from a Prime to a Tier 2? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That really helps. Jeez, he can just do that. That wave clear was mad. Oh. Dude, I will say I like Mickey, but he's not played the best this tournament. It has to be said. Like a lot of weird engages, a lot of weird hooks on Nautilus. All right, 4-man push potentially top lane, but they are now splitting it up. So Nautilus leaves, but they're going to get a tier 2. That's a bunch of gold, which is nice. Tier 2s, remember, are worth quite a lot of money. Urgot has taken the Rift Herald. He might... Is he just using it to, like, leave? Yeah, I think he's just using it to literally leave. Is he using it to... He might have... Did he kill it? No, it's still alive. I think he was trying to execute it so Cassante can't get the 50-odd gold. But he got it. Right, so when Dragon is in just under 4 minutes, there could be a big fight around that. It would be really good if Caps could get his Leondries. HuzzyGames is a tier 2 emote. That's a tier 2 exclusive emote. Because the people that are tier 2 are cool. So they are still giving it... Well, again, I'd like to know what this win probability thing is set on. Like, what is that going off? I have no idea. Oh, Mickey. He's fine. Okay, that's good. Gets... Faker's been hit. Poppy ultimate. There's the Nautilus ult that will hit Faker, but his mobility is so good. Aurelion coming over. And that's payout for Draven. Not as big as a payout, but that's good. So again, that's the Nautilus ult strength. That when you just click a target, they're going to get CC'd. Faker with millions of mobility will still get done. That's really good by G2. I think they need to translate it in something more than just one kill, though. Also, I wouldn't leave a Cassante side laning by himself. So Cassante is literally 40 minions ahead right now of an Urgot. Urgot does have his Black Cleaver, but unfortunately I think Cassante's 2 ahead to, like, even for an Urgot to fight him, which is hilarious, but yeah. Oh, and then he just goes unstoppable so he doesn't get flipped. But this champion! Why? Why does he have so much stuff? Hey, Niara. If you want to be cool, upgrade your sub today to a tier 2. What counters Nautilus ult? Yeah, Spell Shield. What am I watching? Oh, wait, what? Why did he Hex Flash? That looked so weird. So, like, he knew Poppy was in there, and he did, like, a weird Hex Flash. I guess to, like, give the... like assumption, oh, I'm gonna go over the wall. Oh, never mind, I knew you were in there. That was weird. The G2 is trying to pick up tempo, by the way. They're trying to pick it up. They're putting 5 people bot lane, but again, would I be leaving an Azir top lane by myself? No, personally, not really. But the problem that G2 have got, well, Caps, who you'd want a Aurelion to be the person that's matching it, and Caps doesn't have TP. Yeah, now they're using Urgot TP at a time. That isn't the best because, again, you're just doing it to catch a wave. You're not doing it to flank. You're not doing it to, you know, get a kill. So, yeah, hey, Cat. That's not the best TP usage, so that gives TP advantage to T1. And now, T1 could force side lanes. Urgot has to match it and then go for a TP flank because Urgot can't teleport to it. I wouldn't say that was the best move by G2 or Broken Blade in particular. God, Faker hilariously is still 300 gold ahead. How? Wait, that doesn't mathematically make sense. Oh, it must be plates and towers. He's only 6 minions ahead. They've got the same kills, but Aurelian's got 4 assists. It has to be plates. Because that does not make sense how Azir is ahead on gold to me. But it has to be towers and plates. He got solo gold top lane and stuff like that, yeah. It does show how powerful tower gold is. Ooh. Too early. Really good Aurelian ult. Blocks off the enemy team. You then deal with the frontline Alistar, and now they can't continue. So again, that's sometimes the premise that... Oh my god, what a knock-up. I don't know if it's the right play. That was really cool. So that was a Viego as an Alistar, by the way. That was cool. I don't know if they needed to do that. Probably not, but oh well. What was I going to say? I can't even remember. Oh, I really don't like that Poppy build. Is that the Poppy build? Ugh, it's disgusting. Like, I know why they picked Poppy. They picked Poppy basically to be another frontliner and a delay champion. But they've just built 2 support items. Like, ugh. Oh. Yeah, shame the tower was there, but like, it was still cool. So Faker died for it. It's a 1-for-1. Yeah, the Aurelian ult cancelled the Poppy ult. Yeah, look at that Poppy build. Oh, I don't like that at all. I know again, this is where pro play is different than solo queue. If you did that build in solo queue, you'd be trolling. Oh, can Caps get that? Oh. Play this slow. If T1 are smart, they'll go to Baron. It stops them all going for Faker right now. Which is smart. So they showed that, hey, we're at Baron, you guys can't go for Azir. They weren't going to do the Baron. Well, they would have if they did commit to go for the Azir. Basically. I think G2 to win this game, by the way. I don't think this game is over by any means. There's 1,000 goal difference at 23 minutes, basically. One fight. There's the TP, so they're going for Baron. Caps has TP, though, so they can respond. Why hasn't Caps TP'd? Hello? There's the TP, way too late. Nautilus is being focused. Still, you know, survived quite a lot. Really, really late TP by Caps. But because there's 4 healthy G2 members, T1 does not feel that they can just go for Baron for free. They might now, because of lack of vision. You're getting glimpses of vision because of Viego. Oh, this could be a good kill. Wow, Viego didn't have vision in that bush, but he stunned and queued something in the bush. That was cool. And then T1 are disengaging. Well, that was a potential play from T1 to be like, right, let's get Baron. And honestly, yeah, 1 death on Nautilus is not too bad for delaying what I think T1 wanted to be a massive momentum swift, like, you know, turn. And I think they wanted to actually, like, look for a big team fight, look for Baron, and that was denied. Only 1 kill to them. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So, MSI is sponsored by Mercedes, and T1 as a team are sponsored by Mercedes. Why is no team like sponsored by like Ferrari? Yeah, the bounty system is bizarre. Bindi Boom just said 4 and 6 Azir has got 150 gold bounty versus a 3 and 1 Aurelian without one. Bounty system is a bit weird. Like, it doesn't... I don't think it works like it should. Alright, both top laners. They're now both side laning because they both have TP. The problem is, I think in an all-in, I think that Cassante will kill an Urgot. I just don't see an Urgot killing a Cassante. So Baron is definitely on the mind of T1. They've started it. But the T1 really want this Baron. They either want the Baron or they feel that they can win a fight right now, so they're forcing it, you know? And they're just going to get the Baron, so G2 have to play this fight well. Let's see what they can do. Mickey, once again, a little bit out of position. Flash goes for the Draven. He survives for now. And now Faker should die. Draven does go down. And T1 will clean up the fight. Why? Like, G2 is so slow. The last couple minutes, it's like G2 has fallen asleep. I don't... Oh, Caps. There's his ultimate. Can you kill the Cassante? If you can kill the Cassante, that's really good. That's really good. That slows down them a lot. But yeah, I have no idea. Like, they've had TPs and everything, and they've just gone so slow. I don't know what's happened. Wake up, G2. So gold lead is now over on T1. That's so weird to me. I guess G2 haven't wanted to take the fight because, like, oh, we don't have empowered Aurelion ult. But, like, they're doing Baron. Like, do something. Hilariously, like, if Poppy actually built properly there, she would have killed the Draven straight away. This was a good survival by Caps, and again, killing the Cassante here was massive because that stops their momentum. Also, Viego did steal their red buff, which again, it's something, you know. So this is the 4th dragon. If G2 get it, they're on 3. And again, when you get 3 dragons, it's very hard to deny the Dragon Soul. So I'd imagine Yike might try to go for a steal here, but he might not. Aurelion Sol should be a Huzzy champion. I've just never really picked him up properly. Again, I've not really been playing mid lane, obviously, recently. Steal attempt. I've not been playing mid lane because I just don't like how much mid lane gets camped. Look at this game. Look how much... I know part of it's the Faker effect, so you just camp Faker no matter what. But you also just camp mid lane. Like, it just bugs me. And a lot of my champions I like don't have mobility, so you just get destroyed. And again, it's one of those, like, in pro play, you know, oh, you know, Faker gets camped. But at the same time, you know, in pro play, you could have your jungler come mid. But in solo queue, I could get camped by the enemy solo queue jungler, and my jungler may not come mid ever. You know? It sucks. Uh-oh. He's fine. Oh my god, yeah, he's bought 3 full AD carry items before tier 2 boots as Hansam on Draven, by the way. Potentially I would have got tier 2 boots though. Oh, nice smite by Yike. Really nice smite. Well done. Gets blue buff, quite important thing to have on Aurelion so he can continue breathing fire. Cosmic fire. Win again. How the hell do you transition this into a win? So I would say T1's comp might be stronger in a pure 5v5. I think G2 need to get a pick. But how the hell do you get a pick? Like, your arguable best chance of getting a pick is Faker. Like, that's the thing. It's Faker side laning. But you'd need Nautilus to be involved in it. Also, another counter, obviously, to Nautilus ult is Zhonya's. So if ever Faker gets Nautilus ulted, if he uses all of his mobility before it can reach him, and then Zhonya's, it won't hit it. But then obviously when you're in Zhonya's, you're staying still, so like the enemy team might just be able to catch up on you, and that's where he needs to use the mobility part first, get as far away as possible. Oh, here we go, they're going for a pick. Zeus is not the one I expected they'd go for, if I'm honest, but an Aurelion Sol can annihilate him. Lads, yeah, here we go. So Casante's just going to take the fight. Oh, no, he's not. That was really well played. They have to kill him, by the way. You have to commit. Considering what's happening now across the map, they've killed tier 2. They've killed tier 2 mid. They're going to kill tier 2 top for 1 Casante kill. So now G2 have to base. They have to force a fight on 4. But again, T1 will know this. So they got tier 2 mid, they got tier 2 top. That's a lot of gold. They just need a base and wait out the time of Cassante spawning. And they've probably net gained value. Especially if Faker kills Broken Blade here. Oh, this could be so bad. Flash. Flash. Just flash straight away. That looked really weird. So Broken Blade's looking for this kill, by the way, if it's not obvious. He's going to flash E in a second, you can feel it. But when he sees Alistair, he obviously might not. They're fighting top lane on the Poppy. Ignite comes in for vision. There's the flash E, but again, then his damage follow-up, it doesn't really exist. And he's dead. So it's now a trade on both side lanes. Oof. That's the Draven ult, just missed the Azir. What I do like that Caps has done, by the way, he kept his ultimate. He's got empowered ultimate. Why would you not use that, by the way, to kill that Cassante quickly? It's much more useful to keep it for a big 5v5 team fight. That's when you want to use it. You don't want to just use it on one thing. It's so effective. Again, in a big 5v5 team fight, it can cancel Poppy ultimate. It can cancel so much because it's a form of CC as well. So I like that Caps did keep it. Bit of an odd play. You know, I think overall, I think T1 gained from it. Which, again, isn't ideal, but yeah. It does seem like G2 has woken up a little bit again, because, yeah, for a couple of minutes there, it did look like they had fallen asleep. So, Dragon is spawning. Baron is back up. Obviously, T1 has been... Well, so far this game, they were more thinking about Baron. But, yeah, so T1 might want to try and do Baron again. TP is available only for Urgot. Caps does not have his. He used it, I think, to go get the Cassante on that play. So in essence, it's worth saying, Varus has got 2 supports this game. So if you're like, wait, Alice has got a Knight's Vow and Poppy has one? Yeah, so again, the 2 carries of T1, as we said earlier, are Varus and Azir. They've got a Knight's Vow each. And here we go. This is the Baron play. So T1 have been very Baron focused this game. Very Baron focused. Oh, they're going for Broken Blade. He does get away. That's good. Good charges. Poppy ultimate early. She doesn't use it, which means I think it goes on a lower cooldown. Bit of a sloppy fight. Again, you don't really want to be queuing a Cassante, that can just ignore it. Good Poppy W. Blocks the stun from Yike. This is 2 fights happening at the same time. Broken Blade is slightly out of position, so Caps is actually coming over to protect that. Hans Samo's out of position. Yep, you should see that straight away. So Azir dies, Hans Sama dies. Varus right now, watch him in the bottom right. He is completely free. He's not being hit once this fight. Not hit once. T1's AD carry did not get hit once. Really bad focus by G2. So that, unfortunately, Hans Sama really mispositioned then. Like, that was really bad positioning. That's quite funny. So they're just delaying. Like, they can play with Caps, and look what's happening mid lane. Caps really wants to just go back, and he's dead. That might be game. Oh, Hans Sama, he's got flash when he died. I don't know if he had flash, you know, I don't know if he had flash when the fight actually happened, but he mispositioned next to a wall against a Poppy comp. Like, bro, you can't do that. So that's game 2, probably, unless G2 think they can. What can Hans Sama do? The problem is they're all really tanky. Varus is still not being hit, by the way. There we go. They finally hit the Varus. Oh, Cassante. Oh, the game's not over. Quadra kill Draven. They have to go do Baron. The problem is they need to scout their base for vision because Faker's got TP. So they're going to the Baron. They have to do it. Like, they legit have to do it. The thing is, Faker is TPing. He's doing it. X-Peke. He needs to hit it legit once. There you go. Game over. That's so... You knew that was happening. You had to push the minions. You had to clear the vision. And G2 was like, nah. But anyway, that's game 2. I will say, if this is a 3-0 stomp, this might just be one video of all 3 games. If obviously G2 can reverse sweep it, I'll individually upload. But yeah, G2's not playing well. They really aren't. Their comp was better, I will say. the Urgot pick was bad. Like, that's the thing. I think their draft is not good. Yeah, like game 1, the Kazakhs was useless, and game 2, the Urgot was useless. Like, but anyway, if you guys enjoyed, if this is a separate video or just continuing on, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like it, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video or see you in the next game. Goodbye. Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Well, if it is either obviously like part of the same video or a separate video. We're into game 3, and hilariously, it's the first time in bans. Senna, Ash, Azir, Poppy, Zach, Rek'Sai. Tristana was left for the first time by T1, and Caps instant picks it. It has been his priority pick the whole tournament. Obviously, that has given Draven still. So they T1 don't take it. They take Kalista and Talia. So again, you don't have to pick your AD carry now because you know they've already picked it, technically. I don't think T1 would play Kalista top. Oh, there's the Ivan. So again, Ivan, and they haven't gone Draven. They go Varus. So they're going for more of a scaling comp with an Ivan. Okay. So what G2 need to draft, by the way, is a CC tank support. They need something that can stand in front of the 2 AD carries and an Ivan. Because right now they've got nothing that just kind of gets in the way. And what's really good against 2 AD carries? Vi. Why? You just press R on one of them and you're going to hit them. Like, that's the whole point. So this is where you need something. Well, hell, I'd say... Oh, no, Poppy's banned. I was going to say Poppy's a good pick here. Poppy's banned. If you don't go Hail of Blades Poppy, you went like Aftershock tank support Poppy, it would have been a good pick, but it's banned. Yeah, Nautilus. But again, Mickey's Nautilus has been a bit iffy. Nautilus would be kind of okay. Maybe even Alistair. Again, Alistair's really good to W things away. Block CC. Again, Renata. Oh, yeah, again, I can see why they banned Renata, because 2 AD carries, very good with Renata. A big wave over the top that kind of makes auto attacks happen to the enemy team. And the revive function. When Vi ultimates a Varus, you just press Renata W on it, and they will be kind of okay. Vayne, again, that's for top lane. Cassante going. Yeah, that's good. At least, again, I'm happy when Cassante gets banned because he's just so boring to watch. And then the final ban, Orianna. I'd ban Orianna. Unless you think Faker's playing Talia, which I don't even know if he is, He might be. Because it could be Kalista Talia bot lane. Doesn't seem like it goes, but it basically... Talia can give enough pressure in the early game. Yeah, it's not. So Faker is playing Talia. That's the Nautilus pick taken away from G2. So for me, G2 have to play Alistair. I don't know if Mickey plays Alistair, but they have to play Alistair. That's the only other option. You need something big and bulky to stand in front. Hilariously, they also need some AP damage too. So would you go Rumble? Brom's fine. Something big and tanky. Would you go Rumble top? Does Broken Blade play Rumble? Yeah, I think Rumble would be really good with this comp. You hit a Varus ultimate and then a Rumble over the top. That's quite nice. Yeah, the problem that you've got is T1 have got both Vi and Nautilus. 2 of the ultimates you just press right, like R on. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Oh, look! Rumble! Yeah, I think T1 might draft Rumble themselves, Because, again, all you've got to do is hit the ultimates on the carry and then Rumble over the top. It works really well. It's kind of like I know what I'm talking about, man, isn't it? You could just see a Rumble would fit really good in this game. Oh, imagine if he goes AP Jax. Baus of FS style. T1 is a better comp. Yeah. So G2 has got limited damage output, unless they go AP Varus, but I doubt they'll go AP Varus. So T1 has better damage output. They've got better damage type. They've got easier to hit chain CC. The only advantage I would genuinely give G2, is if Broken Blade gets fed, nothing on the enemy team can 1v1 a Jax in late game. But that's the thing. You sometimes can't think. In solo queue, you can think that. In solo queue, go, 1v1, I'll win 1v1, they can't beat me. Because there's not coordination in solo queue. In pro play, they're never going to give Jax 1v1s in late game. They'll just go kill him. Like, oh, I don't know, man. There is an AP Jax build. It does it in an obscene level of damage, but it's basically a complete glass cannon that just can get one shot. Win percentage for me, if genuinely with comp, I would give 75% win rate this game to T1. Double AD carry can be scary, but it only is scary if they can survive, you know? You know, a Brom and an Ivan is good to help that, no doubt. But if Ivan does bad, he can just be useless, you know? Yeah, he's not going to play AP Jax, you know, he's not going to do that. It'd be more likely AP Varus than AP Jax. But again, I even doubt they'll be playing AP Varus. I think they're just committing basically to one damage type.
Welcome to Summoner's
Rumble can do well against Jax early. Jax will outscale late. Again, he's gone Grasp Jax to help with lane phase as well.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
They might flash over that wall. Or if they hit that Ivan Q. Yeah, I mean, AP Trist was the thing back in the day. Back in the day. So Halo Blades Varus, Lethality versus Lethal Tempo Callista on hit scaling. Conqueror Vi, again, more for late game scaling, not for, like, you know, burst. If she wanted to go Lethality, Snowball, you know, Halo Blades or Electrocute, doesn't need to do it. T1 are taking the lane swap. Ooh. Yeah, G2 should match it, I think. Yeah, G2, if they know this is happening, they should match it. You need Jax to be useful this game to win. You can't put Jax in a 1v2. Why aren't G2 matching it? Oh, I don't know. Hell, if I was Jax, I'd go do some jungle, man. Okay, they're looking for Faker. Flash. That's the wrong way. Keep fighting. You have to keep fighting. Bro, why don't you keep fighting that? You know the enemy team, like, oh, whatever. You had number advantage because the top laner is in bot right now. So, hilariously, I'd say the win con this game, G2, is Jax doing okay. And Jax is now in complete la-la land, not being able to farm. What are you doing? Hello? You're leaving a Callista top lane by herself. Alright, Ivan's done a bit of an odd clear, by the way. Did he wait the entire time? Ivan waited the entire time for his blue side to kind of, like, go on cooldown. That's weird. Maybe he just thinks it could get stolen in pro play, so he has to wait around it. So look, Vi was invading the blue side just then, so yeah, he waited the entire time. Lane trade meta, everybody. Isn't it great? Alright, now we're going to go back to top lane, What's the point? Like, again, so G2 gain advantage there because they got a tower plate. T1 didn't even commit to it. My only guess of why they didn't commit to it, or go on, Broken Blade. Go on, lad. The thumbs up. Yes! Nice. So my only guess of what T1 just did, which is actually quite a big mistake, they left a big minion wave under tower. Why? I think they left that to try and get Rumble a solo plate. They thought, oh, Rumble will go there. There's a big wave. He can just go there, get the first plate. It gets him a bunch of gold. He'll now be okay early. But they didn't get the plate. Oh, that's a really big play. So you need this Jax to do well. So just to say as well, Rumble has 0 farm. 0 farm right now of 4 minutes in the game. Oh, I hate lane trade meta. Lane trade meta, when it first happened, I want to say in like season 8 or something, it killed pro play, by the way. Oh, and he also took a tower hit. People hated it so much. I hated it, you know? Like, people really just tuned out watching pro play because it was boring to watch. Again, lane trades incentivize not fighting, not PvPing, basically, and it's just boring, you know? Again, I get why teams do it. There's a lot of money on the line for the organizations and all that. I get that, but it doesn't mean it's not boring. I do find it funny that Caps has like really prioritized Tristana. I don't know why. I just find it really funny. I wonder if Trist's pick rate has gone up in mid lane. Again, she's not a terrible solo queue mid laner, but like you pick it with a comp in mind. Like, hey, why do they pick it this game? So it's an AD carry, right? So you have an Ivan and a Brom. So you have double AD carry. You have two supports to basically protect two AD carries. You don't get that in solo queue. Oh, this is good. This should be another kill. Zeus, obviously, damage output is high. Oh, and he's tanking tower. Nice. Broken Blade loves the thumbs up. So again, what Broken Blade is arguably trying to do, and this is what emotes can do. Emotes make people emotional. So those little thumbs up, if, you know, Zeus or Zeus hasn't blocked them by now, he might have already blocked them. But yeah, so Broken Blade is doing that on purpose. Yeah, not bad start from G2. They answered the... Bomba. Nice Q hit. They can keep autoing. They won't get a kill, though. Nice. What? Why Rumble walked through the tower to deny an assist? Probably, yeah. So in the pure 1v1, again, Rumble is supposed to win this matchup early, by the way. That's why... That's why potentially like Ivan went top lane to try and help it out even more. Because if you get the Jax ahead, again, as I said, no one in late game can 1v1 this Jax. So G2's doing pretty good, actually. They're going to lose Grumpy things. It'd be good if Yike can just smite one of these. Yeah. If you can just get one, it denies at least the clean sweep of 6. Which is something you definitely want to deny. So Faker, by the way, even though I personally would say Seraphs isn't like, I don't know if I would buy a Seraphs on Talia. Why would Faker buy it? And this is again is the whole thing. Faker knows he gets focused because he's Faker, so he's buying Seraphs because it's a shield item. It's a survival item for mages. It's useful for Talia. I just don't think a lot of solo queue Talias would ever buy it. He's buying it because he knows he's a primary focus. He's buying it for survival. So, yeah. Alright, they kept the Nautilus in lane. Now, G2 have to be careful, though, because, again, it's... they're nearly out of mana. Tier 2 boot rush again for the Kalista, by the way. So, Halo Blades Varus, obviously, is more... Well, it's not early game because he goes to tier. But, like, anything that builds any bit of lethality early is scary. They got their cleanse. Oh, very nice. They got the cleanse into a Varus ulti. Unfortunately, didn't get a kill, but they should kill this Nautilus. So that was really good by G2. I honestly think T1 must have thought they went back. For a Kalista to be walking that far up. Oh, Ivan doesn't care about the Vi, apparently. It's worth saying, I think T1's comp is like, it works later, like later into the game when you can have the Vi and the Nautilus ult the same thing. Oh my god, if they could... Oh my god, they denied the Q! Oh! Ah, they overdid it. Cool though, but they overdid it. Oh! What? What? Oh my god! Cat and mouse! Oh, Caps didn't have a ward. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Kalista could have W'd for Vision, true. Well played by Faker to survive that. I don't know how the hell he ended up over there, but whatever. Oh, so Broken Blade, I will say, he's not buying any MR. Oh yeah, what happened here then? Did Faker like ultimate over there? Good flash. Okay, so Caps goes for the flash play, and then I'd imagine Faker's going to ultimate left, or no? Does he just run? He just runs. What Cap should have done, by the way, is just stand still. If he just stood still, Faker probably would have walked into him. That's funny. Tier 2 boot rush again from Faker. Again, not rush because he's got a tier and a couple components first, but again, that is still pretty early to get tier 2 boots, you know? Boom. So Jack's obviously going Triforce. Why did you just stand still? I don't know. He just stood still for some reason. Ugh. First lethality item upgrade, or sorry, item purchased for Varus. Yeah, so the biggest prize of MSI is whoever wins it doesn't have to qualify for Worlds. They get an automatic Worlds qualifying spot. You know, a lot of the time you can kind of say, oh, the team that wins MSI would probably qualify for Worlds anyway, which is true, but it's a lot less pressure, you know, to do well in this upcoming split, you know, in their respective pro regions. You know you're in Worlds. So it could allow you, you know, you're not going to, like, not play well on purpose, but you know you can just relax a little bit. All right, so tower's dead. Oh! Really good Q. They're going for it still. Again, Broken Blade. Again, I wouldn't have used Flash, just accept the death. He played well, and then Talia showed up. So that's unfortunate. What happens if you're the win MSI, then you're the region winner as well? I don't know. I think you still, you know, you automatically qualified, and I don't know if the region gets an extra slot in that case. I've got no idea. I doubt it. So Broken Blade did a really good Q, but 3v1, there's not really anything you can do. Alright, so again, as always, when, you know, oh, something bad happened one side of the map, the best teams respond to it the other side of the map. So Dragon has been taken, blue buff has been stolen. I don't think they can get Faker here. No. Oh, good Q. Brom's in the area. Nautilus is coming, though, and there's no damage. Brom ult as well. Again, you've got no damage. Like, you needed Tristana there or something. I think they were just trying to get Flash out of Faker. Because if you get his Flash out, then the next time you gank, you can probably get the kill. That's what I probably would presume. He's looking for a plate. He doesn't get it. Oh, could they get this? No, remember, they used Brom ult, so that's a disadvantage to G2. This is actually not great. You need to respect this a little bit. In absolute late game, that was close. Who do I think could win this game? I think both comps I think could win in absolute late game, but I've ignoring comp and just talking about teams, I'd give it to T1. Which team do I think is better if they get to late game status? T1 as players, you know. There's a reason that they're world's champions and all this stuff, and yeah, they know how to win games. All right, so Vi's bot lane, Ivan is roughly here as well. You can see Jax just can't really deal with the damage in the early game by a Rumble. So obviously, they'd be kind of inviting a dive when Ivan is so close. Ooh. Mickey must have missed his Q as well. So someone said the runner-up region gets another spot for Worlds. Oh, wait. What, in MSI, or...? So wait, what? Ooh. You missed the follow-up ultimate. Good Brom blocking, but still not ideal. And then Kalista ult away. So the second best region in the final standings will also unlock an additional seed for its domestic League of Legends Worlds. Oh, right. So what? The first and second team in MSI... Or late. The first and second team unlock an extra slot for Worlds. But the team that wins MSI is automatically in, where the runner-up, their region, gets an extra slot. So I guess that's it. Broken Blade is trying, man. But again, when Vi's just going to kill him, there's not a lot he can do. Okay, tower would be nice for G2. They can't get it, no. Oh, go on, Caps. So Zeus flashes, Caps flashes. This has to be a kill, really. He's got the reset. This will be a kill. Boom, very nice. 350 gold over to Caps. Hey, look, Fugu. All right, Ivan and Co have helped kill it. TP flank, Broken Blade. It'll be so good if he can pick up a kill here. 1 kill for Varus. This is a really good play by G2. Ivan gets it, not ideal. But that is a pickup. And now, yeah, I 100% agree with this. You leave top lane and let Jax go get a solo tower. So you can see Jax is literally like half farm to the Rumble, even though Jax got an early kill. It's a really bad matchup for Jax. And also Vi has been focusing. And, you know, he got 3v1 tower though. Vi's ganked him a couple times. So, yeah. So I've had this question before. Why do pros do this? Why do they leave a tower? So he's in range to get the gold, and it's letting the tower kill a few more minions, thus denying it from the enemy. It's that simple. So that was good by G2. I like the TP play by Jax. Jax gained, like, legit in those 2 assists and the tower. Jax probably gained about 600 gold there, which is needed. Very much needed. Dragon will be coming up fairly soon. Vi was looking maybe for, like, an invade. But yeah, so again, make no mistake, like T1 aren't really playing for early game here. They're playing for like mid-late. So just because their G2 are winning, they're 3k gold up right now. It's not, you know. And once again, look who's getting focused. Broken Blade. 2v1 once again. He should probably respect it a little bit more. Good redemption, but not enough. He should respect it a bit more. He's being camped. You know, it's that simple. He's not really respecting it, but it is what it is. Varus will be buying Mirror Mana. Very standard, obviously, in lethality Varus, because, again, it's mana cost of doing long-range Q. Ooh, Faker. What the heck? That was a weird Faker play. I don't know why he did that. That should be Dragon now for G2. You got flash out of Faker. And you just saw he had no mana. I will say the Jax pick, they've obviously picked it in 2 games. I do find it a weird pick for pro play. Like, I don't know. I don't think it really fits massively in what they're trying to achieve. Again, what they're probably trying to achieve is a 4v4, 2 AD carries, 2 supports. That's quite powerful. And then Jax side laning and hopefully beating whoever he's against in side lane late. That's, again, I'm guessing that's why they do it. But Rumble, again, I said Rumble. They should have picked Rumble. It would have been a better pick. Because imagine 2 AD carries, like, auto-attacking and using spells in late game, and you're like, right, let's go for them, and then a Rumble over the top of you. It completely ruins your, like, oh, go in. You're then going, ah, Jesus, we're on fire. Run away. That's the only issue to me, is G2 don't really have anything that scares T1 of, like, not just going in. You know, you've got delay with Brom and stuff, but there's nothing that's like, oh god, we have to run away now. Rumble Ultimate would have been that, you know? Yeah. I would say what I actually quite enjoy, obviously I've not done this pro play stuff before, in the draft, actually talking about the draft and what would be good, what would be bad. It is cool to, like, make predictions and then kind of, like, in essence, be right before it even happens and, like, kind of guess what's going to be picked. And some of it's obviously just really obvious, but I think people wouldn't have thought about that Rumble before it happened. And I was calling Rumble before, and then they picked Jackson, and guess what was answered? Rumble. Like, it was just a really good pick this game. Hey, Daniello. It's just a shame that G2 didn't prioritize it. I'm gonna check that thing that our Bindi Boom gave me. Has he played any Rumble? Say Broken Blade. In the LEC split, he had 0 Rumble games. So that is potentially why we did not see Rumble. His most played was Zac, hence why it's getting banned every game. Imagine he picks Riven. If they lose this, are they out of the tournament? Oh, nice Brom hit. Really good Brom hit. He hasn't got Rumble Ultimate. There you go. Now he does. He used it too late, got CC'd by Brom. Very nice. Jax, I would say, it surprises me he's looking to go forward in these fights and looking to help. Their stroke force. So they're out if they lose this. Okay. Yeah, Broken Blade may have played Rumble in this tournament. I don't have the data at hand of what he's played in this tournament. Oh, Broken Blade. They've used a lot to kill him, though. If they can return fire and kill... Oh, the Nautilus just survives. You keep autoing. 280 carries. Wait, where's Trist? Oh my god, they didn't get a single kill. They didn't get a single kill. Two people just survived. Tier 2 tower's a lot of gold, though. But, like, if that's another tier 2... If Caps gets that solo, that's so much gold for Caps, by the way. Oh, Nautilus did die. Okay, that's good. Oh, 756 smackaroonies by yourself. Very nice. Oh, go on, Caps. Yes. Uma. No, it's not enough. Oh, the Knight's Vow. Oh my god, that was so clutch. Oh, look at him. He's calm as a cucumber in the bottom left. How are you calm? How are you calm right now? No emotion was shown. I would at least like done that or something. Like, oh my god. TW2542, 35 months of Prime, 1 month off the 3-year sub club. Very close, my dude. Thank you very much for the long-term support. Oh, Broken Blade. And he's not having the best series here. So Nautilus did die, by the way, to Brom Ignite, I think. Yeah, Brom's like, no, you're dying. So yeah, it literally goes all in for it, flashes and everything. Oh, here we go. Big play happening. Again, they're all in Yike. So that's the jungle. You need to get a return kill. There you go. Both junglers are dead. Ooh, Mickey's dead. That's your front line. So now it's 80 carries and a Jax. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. That stops them at least. They can't obviously do Baron. There's no jungler. Bit sloppy. The good news is G2, obviously, their 2 hyper carries or their 2 AD carries. Both of them are strong. So that helps a lot. What happened here then? Oh, so they were like in their... God, Owner was in the jungle. You would not be... You wouldn't expect... Wait, what? Oh, he was getting to his Brom, I think. You wouldn't expect to be engaged on from the left in your own jungle there. Yeah, I think G2 just got a little bit caught out. They did not expect that at all. Which, you know, it happens. Obviously, T1 have got a Callista, so their Baron take is very strong. But G2 have got 2 AD carries, so their Baron take is very strong. Airfield. Jax is side laning, but again, unfortunately, no free tier 2 tower for Jax. But this is exactly what I spoke about. Well, this is how G2 want to play this game. They want it to be a 4v4. They want Jax on side lane. They want to get Rumble over there because Rumble is so powerful. And Jax, the later the games goes on, should be able to beat a Rumble. So that's why you're seeing Jax bot lane. And then the other play is going to be a 4v4, 2 AD carries, 2 supports. Payne just looked it up. Apparently, it seems Broken Blade never played Rumble MSI. Okay. So maybe he's just not a Rumble player. It would have been a really good pick for them this game, but if he's not confident, again, don't pick something if you're not confident to play it. Like, yeah. That would just be silly. Ooh. God, Owner is in really weird positions this game, which I will say is slight... I'm not going to say desperation, but they know they're not winning the game right now, so you start to see weirder things happen, like, oh, Owner's just sitting in bushes behind enemies. You start to see that when they're trying to basically get, like, a bit of a pick out of a random situation. So Owner's still in that bush. Baron is being taken. G2 don't know where Owner is right now. They probably do now. Like, yeah, now they do. Very weird play by Owner. Very odd. They're just looking for like a cheesy free kill in essence, because if they get one cheesy free kill on the right person, like Rumble's even there, by the way. Where's Jack? Still side lane, where he should be. Hilariously, yeah, would you put Faker against a Jax instead of a Rumble? Rumble's more powerful in a big team fight. Jax is now going mid. There's just going to be a big old Rumble ult on top of them. G2 shouldn't finish this. Yeah. Yeah, Rumble doesn't have TP yet. Talia does, and Talia's got ultimate, so... This is giving time for Jax. This is giving time. Oh! They were on a ward. Oh, Mickey with these cues! I think actually I said the wrong person. I think Nautilus hook missed when I was looking. I thought that was Mickey again on Nautilus. He's on Braum. Never mind. T1 don't know what to do right now. What? That was weird. They put Ivan's shield on the Braum, and that when it blew up, it aggroed the Baron. So he's on a wall. They know he's exactly there. Owner's like just AFK. Like he's just not doing anything. He's just standing around waiting. This is so weird. Odd game. Obviously, there's a lot on this game. If T1 win it, it's the series over. If G2 win it, they're back in. Well, they delay the series. So it's where you might see some odd things this game from both teams. The Zonya's complete from Mr. Rumble. Owner, by the way, is still there. He is still in the Krog pit. Krogs may have spawned by now, but that is where Owner has been, like, legit for the past minute. Still there. There's no Krogs. He's just walking around there. What are you doing? Dragon will be spawning in 30. Yeah, I presume he killed him. I think he did go back as well, but it was just weird to see he's still there. He's literally going to get an AFK detection pop up on his screen. Are you still playing? Are you AFK? No. So yeah, this game is kind of, well, everything I predicted that would happen is happening, but you can just tell... I don't like that. You can tell how this game is going to go by the comps, or like, you can tell... Oh, Caps. That's really bad. He got so caught out. Well, you've got Varus now to fall back on, but Rumble damage is high. Jax does get a kill on Vi. Jax can't 1v4. Oh, dear. You cannot get caught like that on Tristana. So they're going to go Baron, and here's the thing, you're like, oh, they can't do it, they don't have a jungler. Yeah, they can, they've got Kalista. If a Kalista can start auto-attacking a Baron from the beginning of it, her Spear E will do more than like 2,000 in execute. And yeah, you just saw why Vi is so good. Caps used W, Caps used Flash. Vi still got on them because she just simply pressed R. Did they do Nautilus ult as well? They probably did. It's such a bad play by Caps, unfortunately. Here, he just doesn't respect them. So blind Q by Naut, really good. Ignite, Brute, Ultimate. So it was Vi Ultimate. It was a bit redundant. They both hit at the same time, but that's the thing. Only one of them have to hit. They both hit. And then Varus is so immobile, he just gets walked over. Damn, man. So that's Baron for T1. That may be the game, because now the momentum shift of Baron. The Jax pick is not strong enough, by the way. Because, like, the Jax pick is not strong enough in terms of, I'm side lane, someone come get me. Because T1 just ignores it and then hard engages. And by the time, like, so Jax cannot side lane. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. G2 did get Soul, yeah, but it's not enough. It's, well, G2 basically have to survive, like, the next 2 minutes. But in the next 2 minutes, T1, they've gained nearly 3,500 gold so far. By the end of this Baron, they might have gained like 5k. That's so much gold. You know? Viol's fine. You know, the Viol has strengths and weaknesses. In coordinated play, it's strong because you build a comp around knowing you've got a Viol. The negative of Viol, when you commit to doing it, you've committed, right? And if your team don't follow it up, you get screwed and you die. But in pro play, you pick a priority target, your team will follow it up. It's effective. It's not as effective in solo queue because your team isn't potentially going to follow up as much. But in pro play, you can nearly guarantee that people will. And like when you've drafted a comp that has 2 AD carries, you just have to hit one of them. You know, you're limiting who can carry this game. You've got 2 supports, 2 AD carries, and Jax that wants the side lane. Like G2 have kind of done it to themselves, especially that they let T1 have a Vi and a Nautilus, the 2 champions that just have point and click ultimates to CC. G2 probably needed to take one of them away earlier if they wanted to do a double AD carry draft. And here we go, Jax is side laning. Has to run away because the Rumble ultimate. G2 just need to delay. That Jax going top lane is good because it makes Rumble use his ultimate. It makes them just use a bit of time up there instead of pushing as 5 in mid or something. So again, good decision overall. Potentially Mika. It's hard to like know when they're going to actually turn that stuff on of like hearing the team comms. They kind of do it randomly sometimes. Yeah, Mal's can work with obviously stuff like that, but again, you will never see Mal's in pro play. Champion is too limited in what he can do. It's still winnable for G2, yeah, it is. They've got Dragon Souls, so if they survive, they have survived, I think, out the Baron. And what G2 comp is very good at, by the way, if they get one initial pick, they're very good at just continuing to go forward with Brom passive, Brom ult, Assault. They can just keep going forward. They're very good at doing that. They have to get that initial kill though that starts it. Basically, they've got to get an initial kill without anyone dying, and then G2's comp can walk over. That's the thing. So they need to get that initial one without anyone dying, and then they might be able to snowball it. And so far, they've not been able to do that. Medjai on the Ivan, by the way. I know it technically is an Ivan item, but I think there's probably more cost-effective things to buy in this game. Oh yeah, you'll never see Mal's in pro play. Too slow, too predictable. His damage output, again, with the new item, his damage output isn't bad, but he only is very good at killing one thing. Especially mid lane. Mid lane seems the lane that you need things better at killing just one thing. You need things that can either, like, Trist kills one thing, but then resets. Or Talia has her AoE. Oh, they're committing for Brom. So, hilariously, what can T1 do? Well, if you just absolutely murder the Brom really quickly, well, that's one of the 2 frontline, or the frontline thing for your 2 AD carries. Mickey wasn't respecting T1 there. Is Mal's support a good option? Ooh. That was Naughty Nautilus's flash. Baron, by the way, is coming back up soon. What I'd say G2 needs, I'd arguably be okay with giving them Baron if it secures you, obviously, Elder. But T1 arguably will go do Elder first. So yeah, unfortunately, G2 have just been caught a little, you know, a few times. I heard a flash. I missed whose flash that was. Ivan? I think it was Ivan. Well, there's Baron. G2 might force it. Obviously, Brom is back up. There, they're going to force it. Oh dear. They're risking the game on this, by the way. Oh, Vi committed Q. Rumble ult with the flank. Talia ult is splitting G2. Rumble ult over the top. Talia goes down, but the fight... Vi steals it! That's game over. Game over. Oh, why? They should have got this. Ignore Baron, man. You got 4 dragons. Go do Elder Dragon. I don't know why G2 risked it on that. They didn't need to. Elder was a better thing to risk the game on because you have 4 dragons. Well. So that looks like it might be the series. If it's 3-0, I'll probably just do this as one big video over the weekend. Who knows? Maybe it might even be today's second video. We'll see. But there we go. That is G2 done. I'd say they drafted. The biggest thing, you know, yeah, they didn't play the best. They got picked a few times here or there. Their drafts weren't good. The Jax pick wasn't great, you know? I don't know. I think more than anything, I think they got outdrafted. So that is going to be it. That's 3-0. I'll put it as one video. Sad G2's out. But again, I still like T1. So, like, it's a shame that G2, I think, are technically out. But it is nice that T1 is also continuing. But they played, you know, they made it this far. And T1 is one of the best teams in the world. So some weird drafts, like game 1, the Kazakhs pick was weird. And then Jack's picks I just don't think works well in pro play right now. But yeah, that's going to be it. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.
Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our glory to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash eternal power.